Hello, and welcome to the Connecting With show. I'm Betty Jane. I am also doing Facebook Live tonight, and I'd like to tell you that I pulled a tarot card for the today, and I have pulled the sun. I'm getting my cards mixed up. The number 19 card, the sun. And it's a great card to pick, especially if you pick a card every day, because the sun's all about positive things. So it's a really great card, and there's been so much going on in the last couple of days that having this card to start my day today is awesome. And tonight's show, for those who follow me on Facebook, you've noticed that I lost a dear friend yesterday. And so I'd like to dedicate tonight's show to my very good friend, Diane, who lost a long and courageous battle with cancer yesterday. The stars are shining a little brighter for her tonight. And I know she's looking down and ordering us all around in a good way, because she's very methodical and organized, and that's who she is. So let's get on with the show. There's so much going on. This is my last time with you for the next couple of weeks, because I'll be on a flight next Monday night over to the UK, and so that means next Tuesday you will have my husband. I'm not sure he'll do Facebook Live, but you will have the Paranormal Pat Show for the next 2 weeks. And then, of course, because there's some holiday in the U.S. that I'm not quite sure what it's all about, but apparently they light off fireworks, and my show falls on Tuesday, July 4th, so I'm going to be canceled that night, just because apparently fireworks are more important than me. Who knew? And I actually, to be fair, I would be doing the same thing. So I can't believe it. And then the week after that, I have a very special family guest as well, and we'll have Brian on the show. So I'm really looking forward to talking with Brian. This weekend, I am at the Etobicoke Humane Society. I am doing a fundraiser called Leashes in the Park, and it is at West Dean Park here in Etobicoke, and I will be there from 11 till 3. I'm going to tell you now that the event is rain or shine. I am not. Witches, we've all seen The Wizard of Oz. We know what happens to witches when they get wet, and tarot cards and electronics just really don't do well in the rain. So I am not going to be at the event if it's pouring down rain. However, I will be there supporting it and seeing all the vendors. So I can't wait for that event. It's kind of nice to play in your own backyard once in a while. So I'm really glad of that. And you'll notice tonight we seem to have gotten the time ticking off of our website. So we're going to go thumbs up for that. And whenever Tiffany, or as I call her, Roz, is ready, she can put through our first caller at number 631. And we can try and help. So go ahead, Roz, whenever you're ready.
Hi, this is Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne. How can I help today?
Well, I have a big question. I was going to take a job working with kids, but then you do this, fingerprint this, that, and it's not paying enough. And then so I'm trying to apply for a bus company until I can get a teacher assistant. If I can't, just say to the bus company, you see them hiring me for the summer, or do I have to take the job at $11 an hour working with kids?
I think you're going to be stuck with
kids at the bus company.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know that you're getting away from those kids, but I think you're going to be stuck with the kids for a little while longer. But I think the bus company will eventually come off for you, but it's just going to take a little bit. So
I didn't take the job yet because I could take it for the summer.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to work with the kids. That's what I'd be doing on the bus company too. It's just that it doesn't pay very well. So I'm thinking, will I get a bus company job within the next 2 or 3 weeks? I'm applying now. They're hiring for the summer. Do you see me getting anything doing that?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Having to take the other job.
Okay, sorry.
I've been working with kids.
Yeah, I misunderstood. Yeah, I do think there's a really good possibility for you to get in there. Very brave of you, by the way, to turn your back on that many kids. But no, I do see that potential coming your way. Don't give up on it. But I do wonder if you're going to have to take one in the meantime, just to bridge finance for it to happen.
Well, there's one. They could be hiring me in the summer, the bus company, or in 2 or 3 weeks. They could be hiring me in September.
I'm thinking more September.
What about a job interview that I went for about a week ago for a teacher assistant job for September? How about that one?
I'm not seeing anything clearly on that one at this point. Let's ask the cards. Let's pull a card, see what they say. I'm not seeing anything clearly.
I'm going to the bus company tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning to apply for the summer.
Okay. Okay. Is there a training period attached to that?
No, a day or two. It's nothing. It's just being on the bus with the kids, watching them on the bus when they go to school, dropping them off, coming back, being with the bus driver, watching the kids come back in the afternoon.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. Will you eventually be a driver? Is that the end goal?
No, I don't want to be a driver, no.
Oh, good for you. I don't blame you. Okay, then absolutely. I see that one happening for you in the next few weeks.
Yeah, because then there was another company that I called today, but they don't know if they need anybody for this summer. But I need to know because I want to get the summer bus job before I have to take the daycare one.
Oh, absolutely.
With bus pay.
No, absolutely. I see you working with kids, but I didn't see you as a driver. So I absolutely think that could be the way that's going to be what's happening.
Instead of the daycare one?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, because I have to get fingerprinted like this week for the daycare one if I want to take it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to interview on these bus job ones now because they start July 3rd.
Yeah. You know what? Don't worry about it. I think you've got this, and it's not going to hurt you to do the police background check either way because you're probably going to need it because I do see that. But I want you to know that I do believe that you'll be working with the kids, but I don't see you turning your back to them. So that's why I think that you'll be I don't think you'll be driving. You'll be like the teacher of the bus, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is which job am I going to have to take? The one with the kids on the bus where I'm going to have that pays like $13 an hour, or the one in the daycare setting all day that pays $11 an hour? That's what I meant.
Yeah, the bus one.
Oh, good, thank God.
You'll be the bus teacher.
Yeah. You know what? At this point, if it pays more, what the heck?
Yep, absolutely.
Can you talk to my friend?
I have another caller, but sure, go ahead. We'll go quick.
About love?
Okay, what about love?
My name is Madeline. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
not going to keep it too long.
That's okay.
Because I know you got the other one.
Oh, that's okay. You want to know about your love life?
Yes.
Okay. What's going on there?
What's going on? Every time you meet somebody, right, they want, like, sex.
I know. What's that about? I know. I know. What's that about? You know, sometimes I do too, but not the first time. You know what? Like, it's like, it's not like it's a handshake. Come on. It's got to be more important than that.
It's okay, but when you start to meet somebody that's so rude.
I know. No. Sex is way more important. The intimacy with sex is way more important than a handshake. So absolutely, we need to figure that out. But no, I do see a happy outcome for you. It's going to take a little bit of while, but you're going to meet the person that you're meant to be with, but probably not until the fall.
Okay.
So take your time, breathe through it. And good for you for having morals and standards.
I know.
Okay. Great for you. Thank you. Have a great evening. Bye. Okay. Yeah, what is that about? Come on. We don't need to have sex on the first date. You can wait till like date number 3 at least. I've been married for way too long, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let's go, Roz, with caller number 917.
Hello. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Hi, and who am I speaking with?
My name is Ellen, and I'm calling from New York.
Hello, Ellen from New York. How can I help you today?
This may sound very strange, but just give me anything that sounds good coming up in the next couple of months.
Anything that sounds good.
In such a strange way, because I realize that I've had a rough couple of months, and it's like I've got to get out of this dark cloud over my head. I realize my mood has been affected and so forth. So just hearing some good news of any kind. Okay. Probably lift my mood.
Oh, absolutely. So do you want me to make it up or do you want me to be truthful? No, let me just say.
And find that next week, I find a lottery ticket. Next week, a job offer comes out of the blue, and I'm paid $50,000 more.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay.
Because if you really tapped into something.
Okay. What I'm getting right now is like you said, it's sort of like your Eeyore. Everything around you is doom and gloom. 7 days of rain, all that kind of stuff. But I think what I'm getting is that you're fighting through it. You're sort of getting to that next stage, but you've actually needed this time because you've needed to sort of go deep inside and figure out what you want and what you need. But looking ahead 3 months, things start to go better for you, and it's sort of like a breakthrough, and you get what you need, and things sort of start to make sense again, and it attitude changes, but a lot of other things change too. So it's a good, you're going to fight through this, but it's going to make you stronger on the other end.
I'm already strong enough.
Well, the good news is by the end of the summer, this will be all a bad memory.
Yeah, so another 3 months of it.
Well, no, I'm saying right now you're fighting through it. So it's like, I'm still saying that this is what's going on right now, but you're fighting through it. And then it's getting brighter day by day. Like you said, you find the lottery ticket, you get the job offer, but they're little steps, and you get to a better place.
Okay, I'll hang in there. Thank you.
You can do this.
I appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
Bye, Alan.
I keep telling myself, I keep hearing this thing, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm as strong as you can get at this point. Right.
Yeah.
Get me through the big stuff right now.
Yeah. No, I get it. But I do know that it's not that far off. And every step is a step in the right direction. So stay strong.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Alan. Thank you. Okay, Miss Roz, I believe we have another caller. That's 347. Hello.
Hello.
And who am I speaking with?
Hi. Thank you for taking my call. My name is Tanika.
Hi, Tanika. How can I help?
Hi. I have a love question. I wanted to know what you see between me and a gentleman named Matt. He is someone that I was dating recently, very briefly. We met around 2 years ago, dated briefly, and then we stopped because we didn't really know if he was serious or not. So he pursued me for the last 2 years, and I always said no, I didn't know if he was serious or not. He always told me, we could just take it slow, and he kind of wanted to see where it would go to. He's not trying to move all that fast anyway either, because he just got out of a relationship himself. So, that we really had a great connection, at least on his part he did. He wanted to see where it could go. So finally I gave in, and, we were dating. And this last month, we were dating. And all of a sudden it seems to have gone awry, where he text messaged me yesterday, I think, or the day before yesterday, and said, you know what, he's not really sure if this is going to work because our time period kind of seems to clash, and he doesn't know if he's even going to stay in New York all that much longer. Like, kind of like giving me excuses when we do have time to spend together if he really wanted to, because I only work till 7:30 at night, and I also don't work on the weekend. So I didn't really know what that meant, and I just wanted to know what that meant, and what do you see between me and him? Do you see this being over?
Honey, it's over.
How does he feel about me?
It's over.
Huh?
It's over. I'm sorry, it's over. I know it's painful, but look at all the excuses he's giving you. He's got time for everybody else but you. You deserve way better.
Right. I didn't know, what it was about, like how he really feels.
Yeah, no, it's over. It's over. He's done. He's over. I'm sorry. I don't know how else to say it. It's just over. And really, there's somebody way better for you that's going to treat you the way you need to be treated. You're getting the runaround and you don't deserve it. Stay strong.
Okay, so you don't see him coming back?
No. I'm sorry. He's not worthy.
Mm-hmm.
He's fun, but he's not worthy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you see me ever reconnecting with someone named Nick, or who do you see me actually even with?
No, I see somebody new coming into your life. I don't see either one of those gentlemen from before. It's somebody new. It's sooner rather than later, but it's a new relationship for you.
Pardon?
It's a new relationship for you. It's somebody sooner. It's sooner rather than later, but it's somebody that's going to treat you like a lady. It's somebody that's going to be it's going to be the person that you deserve. This is no, you need to move on.
Okay, Chrissy, what might occur?
I think that it's going to be sooner rather than later. So probably it's June now. I think you're looking in the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay. Can you describe him? Like, what is he gonna be like?
He's going to be a real gentleman. He's going to be a real gentleman, and he's going to treat you like a lady. He's going to be everything that you need. Physically, doesn't matter, but he's going to be what you need it to be. It's a relationship that you deserve. Okay?
Where I'm gonna meet him?
You're probably going to meet him through work. I'm not sure how through work. I just think that you're going to meet him through work. Are you in your car?
No, I'm walking.
Oh, okay. I keep hearing the wind. It's picking up quite a bit, so that's why I asked. Okay. Yeah, somebody you're going to meet through work. I don't know if it's somebody you work with or it's somebody that you meet through work, a client or a customer or something like that, patient. I don't know what you do, but I'm just saying it's somebody you meet through work.
Okay. Do you see me with children and do you see me with marriage?
Absolutely, but not yet. I believe that the person you meet probably has a child, but children for you are down the road.
Do you see me
Moving?
moving?
Not for a bit. Where do you want to move to?
I want to move really badly, but I don't have the means to it, but I'm just...
Oops. Hello. Oops. I think we've lost her. Okay. Well, I have a question online from Stacy about her cat. You had a cat disappear after you moved last year, and you keep feeling that he's going to resurface. It's been so long. Yeah. Stacy, I'm really sorry. I think that your cat is not coming. I'm not sure he's passed on, but I just think that I think somebody's possibly thought that he was a stray and he been rehomed maybe, but I don't think he's coming back to you. I think the good news in there is that he's safe. But it does seem like it's not ridiculous at all. We all get very attached to our pets, but I get the feeling, I get a really strong feeling that your cat is safe and just been rehomed and he's very well looked after. I'm sorry, because I know you'd really rather him with you, but I have to let you know, I really believe that he's safe. And I hope that's some comfort for you. So yeah. So let's pull a tarot card for Stacy. Stacy's somebody, I know she's from Ontario. I believe she's still in Ontario. So let's take a look. Let's see what the cards say for Stacy. And what card did we pull for Stacy? Ooh, we pulled the Six of Pentacles. So let's see. With the Six of Pentacles, let's show you here. See, I'm using a really tiny tarot deck today. So when you can see in the card, and it's one of the things I like to do, is I like to break down the card by what you actually see. So you see the man and he's giving, he's dividing his wealth basically, well, making decisions about it though, where to give and where not to give. And the good thing about this card, Pentacles being about physical things, health and finances and things like that, is you're going to be in a decision where you sit in judgment and make some decisions, and you're going to have all the information. So they're going to be good decisions and they're going to be fair. So don't worry about it. It's all going to be good. Okay. And we have another caller at 954. So let's put 954, please, Roz.
Hello, this is Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Thanks for taking my call, the first-time caller. I'm glad I found your show. I just heard a lady called in about the cat. My cat disappeared a couple weeks ago as well because I had a small smoke incident with my air conditioner. He got out. He's never been out.
Oh.
And I'm wondering if you feel that maybe somebody found him and has him, or what you feel.
Where are you located?
I'm in Florida, South Florida.
Okay. What I'm feeling is
very hot.
Yeah. I really think that he's with somebody right now, but I think he's going to come back. I think he's going to turn up again. I think it's like you said, he got scared. I think he's scared, but I think he's, I really feel that he's going to make himself back to you in one way or another. So I don't think that he's gone for good.
Well, that's good. I wouldn't mind if somebody, was taking good care. I just didn't want anything to happen to him because he's never been out.
Yeah, and that's what I think it is. I think somebody is looking after him, but he will find his way back to you.
Oh, do you know when? Or?
I don't think it's going to be that long. It's going to be in the next couple of, I was going to say in the next 7 to 10 days, actually. I think it's going to be sooner than you think.
Really?
He's just waiting to escape again. Yeah,
I've been looking all over the neighborhood.
Yeah.
The weather's been very bad.
Yeah.
I really was calling to find out if you see, right now I've got some expenses that I've been trying to meet. I have been manifesting some physical items, selling a few of them, but it's the money, it's the cash and I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to also manifest that. It's for paying bills, rent, that type of thing.
Okay.
No luxuries, but if you see kind of bases being covered, to help me out, especially this month.
Yeah, okay. This is a time for, you're actually doing everything that you need to do to get ahead. So you're thinking outside the box, you're being a little innovative. So continue on that path and it'll continue and things will get better, but better's always relative, but you'll be able to make do. You'll get by. So absolutely, you're on the right path. You're thinking outside. Yeah.
That any of the places I've asked for help or trying to get help will come through for me?
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Hang on there.
How about getting my car fixed? I've been trying to get a repair done for several years, and I just never seem to be able to cover that. And I have a possibility. I was told of July of an agency helping out with my car, but I don't know what you see for that.
Okay, July looks like it's a turnaround for you in that way. So absolutely, it does look like there's going to be outside help stepping in. So I would have to agree with that. So I think you're on the right track. Good for you.
So you do think things will move forward?
Yeah.
Because it's been pretty tough.
Oh yeah.
I've been selling things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And looking for part-time help, but nothing has turned up yet. But you do see that improving.
Yeah, no, things are slowly getting on that upward spin for you. If we look at the world being like a wheel, a wheel turns around, but now it's your turn. Things are slowly starting to creep up to that upward tilt. So yeah, it's been a long time coming, but yeah, I think you're finally getting there. So congratulations and enjoy it.
Well, thank you for taking my call, and I hope you have a great evening.
Thank you. You too, Mary. Okay. Good night. Thanks. Oh, Florida. I'm in Ontario and it's sweltering hot. I can't imagine the weather in Florida right now. I think we have another caller. Tiffany, is that caller 956?
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
Hi, who am I speaking with?
This is Tony. I just have a quick question. I would like to know if my daughter's going to receive any of her inheritance money anytime soon.
You're asking about your daughter receiving her inheritance money? I'm seeing it's when you're talking. I'm seeing loopholes, so I think there's still things that she has to go through before it happens. But it's not going to be. I get the feeling it's been too long, and so there's something going on there. But there's still a few more things like hoops that you have to jump through for that to happen.
So what do you mean by?
it's like there's,
So she is.
pardon?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, it's like there's still paperwork that has to be filled out and stuff like that. There's just always, there's always something that happens and I don't think I just think that not everything's lining up right. So I do think it will happen, but it's got probably another 6 to 8 weeks before it comes through.
Is it going to be a small amount? If you're going to get the fair amount, I shouldn't say that. If you're going to receive the fair amount, because I know she has siblings.
Yeah, she's going to get what she's entitled to. She's going to get what she's entitled to. It's going to be, and that's why I think part of the reason that you can, that it has to be, take so long is because it's everything's got to be divided up right almost. So that's what's taking so long.
What was the reason again? I'm sorry, I could barely hear you.
Pardon?
I barely heard you. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, it's just that there's always paperwork and stuff that has to be done, but in order for everything to be done fairly, that's what's taking so long. So it will happen for her. It's just got some more time to be done. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In a couple of months.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. And don't forget, you can call in at 323-870-3791 to ask your question. And of course, you can find me online at www.bettyjaneware.com. Or you can phone myself and speak to me directly at 416-894-2602. And please make that, tomorrow, not tonight, because I'm on the air right now. So that would be probably best. And I'm always glad to talk to callers, and you can book an appointment through my website. Book quickly before I go away. And for all of my callers that book and call in and book through the website with the coupon code SUMMER, there is a 50% discount for phone calls, for phone readings. So go ahead and book with that coupon discount code to get yourself a half price reading. And that's only up there for a few more days. So take advantage of it. Also online, you can see that I have a Connecting with Your Spirit Guides class and an introductory tarot class coming up in July. And those are virtual classes, something new for me, and I'm really looking forward to doing them and working with all of you. So please go in and check it all out. And if you have any questions, email me, and I promise you that I will get back right away to it. And one of the things I like to do when we have no callers and there's not a lot going on is I'm going to just pull a card. I always like to do a little reading from my friend Roz that's in the background that we don't always see. So let's do a little 3-card reading to see what's coming up in Roz's world. She didn't ask, but she always appreciates it, or she yells at me on air. So we'll see. Roz never yells. So what do we have here? Oh, what's going on in Roz's life? Wow. I have pulled cards like you would not believe for Roz. We have pulled the 3 of Pentacles. It's a great time for team projects. I see a convention coming. Group business ventures and business partnerships. Ooh, it's a good time for teamwork, Roz. We got this. And then we pulled the 5 of Wands, which is a little bit after the 3 of Pentacles. Oh, caution. You know what? Follow your gut. Because things aren't, you're fighting things, you're fighting yourself. There's a little bit of competition out there. So just, stay true to yourself. It's going to be okay. Rivals. We all know about rivals. We have them. So don't worry about it. But arguments, yeah, that's okay. Because you know what? We're all in the same business and we all do the same thing, but we all work differently. So that makes perfectly good sense. And then I pulled the 8 of Swords. And if she's working on my brainchild of the Goldylocks convention, then of course she's overwhelmed. So, but you know what? I know Roz, she's strong enough. She's got this. So I'm looking forward to my convention in September, October. She's got this. No stress. No, there's nothing to worry about there. You got this, Roz. So that's good. I'm always teasing her about that because I know it's something that we will eventually one day have. So what else is going on in the world of Betty Jane? As I told you, I am going to be at West Dean Park in Etobicoke from 11 till 3 on Saturday. if it's sunny. If it's raining, I just don't do the tarot in the rain thing. It gets a little mucky, and this witch knows that you melt in the rain. So I'm hoping for sunshine. And then on Monday, I'm winging my way to England, and you get the dulcet tones of my husband, Paranormal Pat, for 2 weeks. And I know he is working on some really, my husband's one of those guys who just sort of plans and plans and plans and plans. So he will be planning out what he's going to be doing with you for the 2 weeks that I am gone. And of course, you can all be really jealous and realize that I'll be in London, England, and I am going to be studying with the very wonderful British medium, Gordon Smith, and he is hailed as Britain's most accurate medium. And I went over in February and took a class with him, and I'm taking part 2 in 2 weeks. And it is about, and I'll be seeing a demonstration, and it's a foundation level course, but it's been really interesting because it's all about learning new ways of doing things and not having had any formal training. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. And it's going to be interesting. And then I'm going to do part 3 in November. So it will be fun. And then maybe we'll work next spring, next fall sometime in 2018. I'm sort of working on a venture in partnership with somebody over in the UK, and we're going to work on I don't want to call it a psychic tour, a metaphysical tour of England and Avalon. So it'll be like in Glastonbury, Cornwall, Somerset, and seeing some of the sacred sites, Stonehenge, Avebury, Chalice Well, Glastonbury Abbey, and we'll be doing classes and workshops there, doing some rituals. We'll go to the Museum of Witchcraft. We'll be doing a lot of really cool things as part of the tour, and it's just about had all the nuts and bolts put onto it, and we will be working very hard on that over the next little while. Oh, what else is going on in the world of Betty Jane? Well, as we know, summer tends to be my quiet time, so I do have classes and workshops going on, and brewing spell oils and things like that. Well, actually, they're all brewed. Now they're being packaged and getting ready to put up on the website. And also we have a show in Niagara the middle of July, and then one back in Windsor the middle of August. And then I start the fairs again in September with Kitchener, and then I'm in Toronto and London and Brantford and Ottawa, and it's like I'm gone 7 weeks in a row. So eventually I'll remember what my husband looks like. It's kind of cool. And so there's a lot going on, and I'm enjoying this sort of slow time of year, the dark time. I guess for me, this is my dark time. And if you follow the pagan wheel of the year, the dark time is where it's like the time where it's your fall, it's your winter months. But for me, because my calendar runs a little differently, fall and winter is when I'm busy. My dark time is the summer when it's actually bright and sunny, which really works well in my favor, doesn't it? I get to enjoy that kind of feeling and emotion. So let's just pull a card, and I pulled the Four of Swords. So it's about battles ending and new beginnings. It's about time to take a break, maybe get some rest. My anxiousness is over. Getting some, again, it's a great card for somebody that's going into that dark time. It's about needing time alone to go within and figure out what I really want to need. And I think it's also a time, like I've had a project that I've been working on for about 2 years now. And it's interesting because it's one that's close to my heart, and yet there's always something better to do than that project. And I think this might be the kick in the arse that I need to do that. And yeah, I do need to get that 4th book written down. But it's going to be a lot of, I'll start on it again over the summer. It's a matter almost of probably starting right back at the beginning, because so many things have changed, and really going forward from there. So that's kind of cool. What else can I say? It's sometimes we all need to get our butt kicked once in a while, and I guess sometimes reading tarot for yourself. And it's interesting. I said this before. Whenever I read tarot for somebody else, I use a regular deck. I use a deck like, woohoo, this is the Radiant Rider-Waite deck. So I use something like this. It's funny, like, and it's just a regular everyday tarot deck. But when I read for myself, I pull from the Quick and Easy Tarot because you can see, oops, oh no, you can't see because I can't figure out how to use the camera on my computer. You can see, okay, whatever. You can see the meanings are written right on the cards. So that's always, I can't lie to myself. So even though I know what the cards mean, I can always twist it to something I want them to mean. But if I sit there and I go, oh, crap's going to happen, I can't say crap. I've got to be true to myself that way. So that's kind of cool. So it's kind of interesting. And we have a question from Angela online about deciding on a business property or a property purchase, looking to have a business space. Oh, I'm so envious. So my heart goes, go for it, girl. But yeah, I need a little more. Are you looking at, do you have a place in mind? Are you torn between two places? Because I get that this is a really good space for you and it's a good time for you to do this. So absolutely, I think that it's the right opportunity for you, making the correct decision and making sure that all those things line up is going to be follow your heart, but use your head. Your heart will lead you to the right spot. Okay. So she's saying nothing in mind yet, but starting to look. So I'm going to tell you what you need to do is follow your heart, because your heart will lead you to the right spot, but go with your head to be really business-like about it and really shield your emotions, because I think you're going to emotionally fall in love with one, but you're going to have to negotiate your best deal because you're going to want it. You're going to overlook some maybe really important things. So absolutely go for this. This is a good time to start looking. And I think it's a real positive step forward for you. And I think it's been a long time coming. So congratulations. And I want to hear about it when you've got that space. You can always leave me a note on Facebook, Betty Jane Ware on Facebook. And I'm happy to see how that goes and maybe send a picture of your new premises. I look forward to that, Angela. And congratulations. Okay. And Leslie Ann, when will I get out of this funk that I am in? Oh, Leslie Ann, we all go through those times, don't we? I think for you, I said to another caller tonight, it's a wheel. Life is a wheel and it goes up and down and around. And you're sort of at that point right at the bottom, which is good because it means that things are starting to move upwards, but it's just at that point where it's just starting. So it is going to get better and things are going to get better along with that, but it's going to take its sweet time to get to that, where we get to that happy, smiley Leslie Ann again. But you're going to get there. It's the right time. This is your time. So it's going to be a bit of a struggle still, but I know that you've got this. Like I said, you're right at if life is the wheel and you've come through that downtime and you're right at that bottom point, then it can only go up, right? So that's where you're going. So look, in the next little while, it's going to start really slowly, slow steps. Okay. So I know that you've got this. And I'm going to pull a card for Leslie just to see what we can see for her. What can we see for Leslie here? I'm just going to pull right from the top of the deck. Woohoo! Okay. And I pulled the Four of Cups. So isn't that great? That's about celebrations. That's about happiness. That's about joy. So that just tells me that, sorry, that was the Six of Cups. So that just tells me that possibly that this is all going well and there's going to be a celebration and a happy event, and that's really going to kick things forward for you. So I know you've got this. So I know, and I'm full of hope there for you because I know that it's going to get better. I think there's some things happening with your business too. So it's all little things, but as all the little things start to add up, it gets better. So absolutely. And now I'm going to pull, I saw Kathy pop in and say hello. So let's pull a card for Kathy. She's my tea lady extraordinaire. So Let's see what Kathy has. Well, Kathy, I think Kathy's also a student of mine sometimes at my psychic cafe here in Woodbridge. And see what Kathy got. Kathy got the Queen, my card. Woohoo! The High Priestess. And the reason why I say it's my card is can you see the B and the J? Does that not mean Betty Jane to you? Certainly does to me. High Priestess has got the answer to the life's mysteries. So Kathy, get off your butt and start doing your readings. You should have been out with us last night. You've got incredible intuitive ability. You just don't use it enough. Well, you don't use it the way I do, but you could. And I think I've said that to you. You've got more options and you've got lots of things at your disposal, lots of tools. Stop keeping all that power within and start sharing it a little. And I'm also hearing about this move. So I don't know what's going on there, but I keep hearing about the move. Stop putting it off and start following your own personal joy. So I think that's going to be important for you over the next little while. And yeah, I think there's more going on there, but I know that there's some positive things coming forward for Kathy as well, which is good, which is really good. Sorry, if you're watching me on Facebook, you just saw my hands go flying. That's because I just dropped a whole box of tarot cards, which is kind of funny. In my working situation, there's a wall behind my computer that probably has 300 decks of tarot cards and all the stuff I use when I'm making spell kits and things like that. So, but I'm the only person. I'm getting this from Kathy. Laugh out loud, Betty Jane. You're the second person this week to say I'm intuitive, but I'm the only one who counts. So it's funny. I think I probably said it before too. There's a lot going on there. So small steps, small steps. And that's okay. We all move at our own beat. As long as we move, that's absolutely okay. And that's really awesome. So don't forget to come out and see me at West Dean Park this weekend at the Etobicoke Humane Society fundraiser. Although it is a rain or shine event, I am a shine only person because witches do melt in the rain. So I will be there if the sun is shining from 11 till 3. And I will be doing readings, and there will be a donation made to the Humane Society for every reading that I do. If it is raining, then my dog and I will be there shopping with all the other and looking at all the other vendors and laughing and having a good time. So look for me that way. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it. It's not very often I can take my dog to an event with me. This weekend we were in Morrisburg at the medieval fair at Upper Canada Village, and I had a blast. I got to play with a couple of border collies that weren't mine, because Sammy, as you know, is a border collie newf, and I realized how much bigger than my dog is than a regular border collie. And I met so many fabulous people and the kids, and they were having so much fun. I saw jousting, and that was so cool because I saw people go flying off of horses, which I guess isn't really cool, but they all got up. So that was really a good thing. I saw wood go flying in the air. It was just, and I mean wood, I mean joust sticks go flying in the air. And it was a lot of fun. But boy, did they come off a little battered and bruised in spite of all the armor and padding and stuff like that. But I had a great time there. It was lovely. I'm glad I didn't take my dog because Morrisburg is one of those areas that are infested with ticks. Luckily, we came home with none, so that's good. But it was kind of a cool event, and I can't wait to go back to another one. Although I have come to the realization I'm probably not really set up for a lot of outdoor events, but that's okay. We did have fun. So life is pretty awesome. And like I said, in the middle of July, I'm in St. Catharines at the Niagara Psychic Fair at the Holiday Inn, and that's a 3-day event, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And if you go to my website and you book a telephone reading, you can get 50% off with the coupon summer, and that will be up there for until I leave next week. And that is for phone or Skype readings. I also have my classes, and they are digitalized now. And so in July, I am doing Connecting with Spirit Guides, and I am doing Connecting with Your Tarot class on Wednesdays in July. Also, middle of July, I will be doing a workshop on a labyrinth, and we will be creating, and it'll be right here in my own backyard. Well, actually, the school is behind me, and we will be creating our own labyrinths, and we will be walking and interpreting them. And that's going to be quite an interesting event. And I don't know if you've ever walked a labyrinth before, but it can be quite emotional, and it can be quite motivational. Had a lot of fun with the labyrinths in the past, and I've learned so much about them. So it's kind of fun. So if you've ever Google and even just go on your own and walk a labyrinth. And for instance, in Toronto, downtown at the Eaton Centre, there's a church there, and I can't recall the name of the church, but there's a labyrinth in that church that you can walk. And of course, High Park in Toronto has one as well. But you can very easily go with some sidewalk chalk and make your own labyrinth and walk it. And they're quite easy to do. Remember, a labyrinth is different from a maze, as it only has one way in and one way out and one path around, whereas a maze can have different paths that end and go nowhere. A labyrinth only ever goes to the middle. So there is some differences. A maze is a place where you can get lost. You can't really get lost walking one path. Well, it depends. I guess you could, but you shouldn't really. It's a lot of fun, and it's a place to really connect with spirit and do some deep meditation with yourself. It's a great way to meditate. So it's kind of a cool thing to do. I am teaching a Connecting with Crystal Ball workshop on Wednesday night at Java Joe's in Etobicoke. The cost is $10, and it runs from 7 till 8:30-ish, and that's at 1500 Islington Avenue in Etobicoke. It is through Happy Healthy Women, and that is my women's networking group. So come out and join us. Everybody gets to have a little crystal ball to take home, and they get to play with my big balls. And I know you're all laughing. There's no way to do that workshop and be clean and doesn't make it sound like your mind is in the gutter. It's not, but that's just how I roll. The workshop's a lot of fun. Monday night we were at Psychic Cafe at Panera Bread, and we had a hoot. We were doing a tarot class, and then we had the staff come in and do readings and have readings, and they enjoyed it. And they gave us free pastry at the end of the night for their reading, so that was kind of fun. They really enjoyed it, and the students really had fun. It was kind of a graduation for them of sorts, so they were really happy. And we'll start up again in September. Of course, there will be that one-day labyrinth or one afternoon of labyrinth work in the summer. That'll be a weather-depending workshop as well. Oh gosh, what else is going on? There's so much going on in the next few weeks that check my website, my events page. That's usually pretty up to date. If not, we can make sure that it is. And also check Facebook. Between Roz and I, we get the stuff on Facebook as quickly as we can. And as I said at the beginning of this broadcast, my heart goes out to my friend Diane's family and friends as she fought hard. And the show was dedicated to her this evening, and I know she's watching from above. And the stars are shining a little bit brighter tonight, or they will be when they come out. And I think that's something to know when we lose somebody, that if you take a moment and you look up to the stars, you'll notice one that just sort of catches your eye. And that's their way of saying goodbye. That's their way of letting you know that they're there. And so just take that look, take that opportunity, and realize that that's something that does happen. And I am going to let it go just a wee bit early tonight, just because it's been a heck of a long day and it's so hot that I am going to leave just a wee bit early and get ready to pack, because that does need to be done too. And I know I'm going to leave you with the Paranormal Pat Show next week, and he is going to be answering your questions for all things wild and wonderful. And I know he's going to be working on a guest. I'm not sure who, but I know that it's going to be good. So I want to wish everyone a good night, and I look forward to seeing you on July 11th with my special guest, Brian Rawls. So I will see you all then. Goodbye and have a great evening. Bye-bye.